So today we're talking about companion plants. Some people may not be aware that it actually matters what you plant certain plants next to in your garden. So as an example, you don't want your taters too close to your maters. Potatoes steal a lot of nutrients from the soil, and potatoes and tomatoes are both nightshades, so they use some of the same things. So if your potatoes are too close to your tomatoes, the tomatoes very likely aren't going to do so well. So what you'll see here in this area is I have my potatoes over here. I have a little bit of a buffer. I've got some carrots planted in there, and then I've got some space between my potatoes and my tomatoes because they're not good companion plants. Now, on the other hand, there are things you could plant near tomatoes that are really good, like peppers in the vicinity of tomatoes. Those are good companion plants. Basil is a really good companion plant for tomatoes because something about the smell of basil is really off-putting to some of the moths that would lay worms in the tomatoes. And so having the basil near the tomatoes, they're good companion plants. All right, well, what does this have to do with your money? Well, a lot of times I see people that are not planting the right things together with their money. So as an example, Roth IRAs and conservative investments, usually not good companions, because think about what the Roth IRA is. The Roth IRA, all that money in the Roth is growing tax-free. So the more money you end up with at the end of the day in that Roth account, the more tax-free dollars you have. So that means that we want the Roth IRA to be probably, in most cases, the very last money that you touch when you start withdrawing your income in retirement. We want to leave the Roth alone as long as we can. Let it grow because that's more tax-free dollars. And if it's our longest timeline, that means it should be our most aggressive investment because we have the longest amount of time to let it cook. And so conservative investments and a Roth IRA, not a good companion. Aggressive investments and your Roth, good companion plant. Don't plant your tomatoes next to your potatoes in the investment world. Not a good idea. Understand your companion plants.
Carolina Wealth Stewards doing business as Rosewood Wealth Management is a registered investment advisor in the state of North Carolina. The material presented is intended to be general information and should not be construed by any consumer as the rendering of personalized investment advice.